What is up, y'all? Schrodinger here, back with another video, and this video is actually requested by someone in the comments, so I do actually read the comments, and it gives me nice video ideas. But this one is going to be the 5 items that I won't hike without. So I tried to keep these to like kind of the optional items, the luxury items, I guess sometimes people call them. And I could say like, oh, I wouldn't hike without my backpack, but that doesn't really make any sense because, of course, like you have to have your backpack. So these are kind of optional items that I bring with me that I really, even on like a day hike, I would bring them with me as something, just in my pack that I would have that's a luxury item. It's very either unnecessary or a replacement from the norm. So yeah, I got the 5 items here. We'll just start with them. And my Kindle. I bring this on every hike with me. I love reading. It's something that I've just always enjoyed doing, and especially like when I'm out hiking and I take a break or something. If I was taking a break on a day hike and I wanted something just kind of an excuse to extend my break, or on overnight hikes before I go to sleep, I think it's just great for it. I can hold a ton of books on it. I have over 100 books on it right now, and just the amount of, in my opinion, value that I get from it. It only weighs like a half a pound, so I consider this a very necessary item to bring with me, just because of how much I enjoy having it, and just the use that I get out of it. I talked about this a lot in, I think it was my everything else video in the part 4 in my post Arizona Trail, post Pacific Crest Trail. So yeah, I talk about it a lot more. I've had this forever. They're pretty durable, and it's lasted me 5,500 miles roughly, and in all my hikes together. So if you enjoy reading, I definitely recommend bringing it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and get to the next one. I'm gonna try and keep this video a little shorter, just because the last couple videos have been really long. So I'm not gonna over-explain everything, because these are things that I've explained in other videos, and then I'll reference which video that was from. So the second item is my fanny pack. So again, not a necessary item, but super useful. I can hold a lot of stuff in it that's just readily accessible. Very versatile. I think the fanny pack needs to come back as like a normal thing, because it is just so useful, even in real life. Hiking's not real life, but even in normal life, it's very useful. I'll wear it around sometimes just if I don't have pockets, or I don't want to weigh my pants down for whatever reason. It's just very useful. I think the fanny pack is definitely something you should bring on your hike. Just whatever you put in it, snacks, electronics, anything. Like you'll put that and trash in it and just all kinds of stuff. And even if you have like hip pocket or hip belt pockets on your pack, I think it's very useful. And I talk more about this in my part 3 on my clothes. So if you want to check that video out, I definitely talk more about it and other stuff. So keeping going, another one of my electronic luxury items is my headphones. So I didn't mention these in my everything else video, but I wasn't able to show them just because I forgot to grab them. But yeah, headphones. When I'm hiking, I'm always, listening to music, listen to a podcast, an audiobook, something, just to, keep my mind occupied. I've gotten some chaff from people where they're like, oh, you're not even enjoying nature as much. It's like, well, I still am, I promise. It's just, when you're out there for 3 months, it's really nice to have something else. Whatever your opinion on it is, it doesn't really matter to me. I still just enjoy listening to music. or, you know, podcast, or, you know, especially if I'm like trying, you know, I need to like do a bigger day and got to crank out some miles, you know, I'm not as worried about looking, you know, I'm not going to be taking breaks, looking around all the time. Like, I got to keep my head in the game, and the headphones really work with that. And you can get any type of headphones. These are Bose, don't know what kind. They were, I think like 60-ish bucks, if I remember right. They weren't incredibly expensive as compared to some other ones. They've lasted me a while. I just had some issues with the speaker as of recently, but overall they've been really useful. Probably just gonna get some new ones just because you know, I use them with like my phone and doing the vlogs and stuff. But yeah, you know, don't listen to the haters. Get you some headphones. It is really useful. I will say, try to keep one headphone in, like only one, just so you can hear what's going on around you, whether it's someone around you, someone you know, trying to pass you from behind, or some wildlife. So, two quick stories. One time I was walking behind this guy, older gentleman, and I come up behind him. I have my one headphone in, and I can hear his music from his headphones while he's in front of me. So I kind of, you know, try to be polite. Hey, sir, you know, can I pass you real quick? Nothing. And it gets to the point where I am full on yelling at him. I'm like screaming, you know, hands cupped together, yelling at his back because I don't want to scare him. I would rather just, you know, use my voice. And he can't hear me. And finally, I kind of like reach forward with a trekking pole and tap him. And he's, you know, jumps and he's like all scared. Now it's like, hey, can I pass you? And he's like, oh yeah, that's fine. I was like, you should turn your music down a little bit. And he was like, oh, man, maybe. I was like, all right, man. And then another time, so that actually happened after, and then before that, and this is when I really learned, maybe I should only go with one headphone. I was hiking, I had both my headphones in, and I kind of heard something that it like sounded weird with the music, and I was like, what is that? And I kind of walked by it, and as I walked by the sound and it kind of passed, you know, I could hear the sound move like outside of me as I was walking by. I finally like took my headphone out and realized that I walked within 2 to 3 feet of a very large rattlesnake that was very angry at me being there, and I didn't know until I got past it. So after that, I don't think I've ever hiked with 2 headphones in. So yeah, headphones I think are really great, but definitely only have one in. Another thing, I talked about this also in my everything else video, I carry tampons with me. So I told the whole story in the video and kind of why I started carrying them, but they are just incredibly useful in general. They're a great fire starter. I've definitely started a couple fires with them when I've had them. They're great because they're in, you know, a sterile packaging. They're really great for wound dressing. So if you did like get hurt, something drastic happened, you could just put the tampon on it. It'll soak up the blood and help that wound, you know, prevent infection. It's really great for first aid. And yeah, that's you know, there's definitely more to it. It's a longer story, so I'm going to hold off on it. You know, that is in my part 4 everything else video. But super useful. I definitely recommend that everyone carries them, just because you never know who's going to need something on the trail. And then my story kind of goes into that's why I started carrying them. But you know, definitely there are more uses, but there's also the chance that, you know, you never know what someone's going to need on trail, and you could really save them a lot just by, you know, carrying 1 to 3 tampons with you, even if you're a guy. So yeah, definitely you know, recommend something that, like, anywhere I go, if I'm hiking, whether I'm going to be around people or not, I'm definitely carrying tampons with me just because of the, you know, extra uses. It's very, very, very multi-use, and typically everything that you hike with you want to be, you know, somewhat multi-use, and I think that's like, it's like really the epitome of it. So my last thing that I won't hike without is my water bottle bidet, my camping bidet. You never know when nature's going to call, so even if you're on a day hike, You always want to carry like toilet paper or something with you. But once I started using the bidet, you can just very easily plug it into a water bottle, and it's the way to go. On top of just being more hygienic, because you actually like are getting yourself clean, it's also going to prevent a lot of chafing. So you use this, and like you kind of get the sweat and salt built up in a lot of different areas, and this is going to help wash it out and get that salt out. So it is just, you're actually cleaning yourself, because that salt is going to create a lot of issues with chafing. And if you can just wash that away very easily with something like this, it'll save you a lot of pain. Because if you've never chafed before, maybe you're just getting into hiking, chafing is one of those things where it's not going to break your hike, most likely, but it will make you very, very, very miserable, and you will not have a good time. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. This also is in the everything else video, just because that was a lot more of my luxury items. But yeah, that is pretty much it for my 5 items I won't hike without. Like I said, I don't want to like go crazy and get into everything, because the last couple videos have been really, really long, so I wanted to make a little bit shorter video this time. But if you want to check out the longer videos, kind of my more thorough explanation on all this stuff and all my other gear, please do check out my my post AZT and PCT gear review videos. It is a decent amount of time spent, but if you can spend the time, I think you will get some good information out of it at least. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you did stick around for the, I don't know, I feel like this is only like 6 to 8 minutes. If you did stick around till the end, I do appreciate you watching as always. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you did enjoy the video, comment, tell me what I'm doing wrong. Or if you have a video idea, please comment and leave a video idea. Like I said, this is a video idea from a commenter, so I will do my best if it's like within my possibility to make that video and hopefully get you the information that you've really been looking for. But yeah, if normal YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, whatever. Do whatever you want. I actually don't care. That's what hiking's about. So anyway, hope everyone has an amazing day. Thank you so much for watching. So till next time.